It's another video from Ozzy's Robot. Brought to you by the Banana Collection.
All right, everyone, just in time for the Twisted Metal series, we have the Good Humor ice cream truck that was unveiled on my live stream many moons ago. Maybe you were one of the lucky ones that saw it, as it was being unwrapped fresh, like taking a pizza hot out of the pizza box. You know, there's small toys and there's small toys, and this one is pretty damn small. It may not look that way on camera. In fact, I'm going to zoom in, make it even look bigger for now. But I broke out the tape measure to show you just how tiny this thing is. But before we get rolling, man, get comfortable, kick back in your chair. And I always say, if it's morning where you're at, grab your cup of coffee, stir it a bit, clank it, sweeten it, get a nice breakfast taco in hand, breakfast burrito, a breakfast, I don't know, any other Mexican breakfast foods that you could think of, breakfast quesadilla. Maybe we should just go with like scrambled eggs, bacon, and toast or something. Anyway, get some energy so you could wake up, pay attention to what I'm showing you, because you know what? This does not come around that often in the box. In fact, I probably, I've only seen this twice boxed, and this is one of those times. So it's pretty damn rare. Now, it's cool, and before I tell you about it, let's look at the size of this thing. This is a whopping 4¼ inches, and it seems smaller than that. 4¼ That's it, and it's only 2 inches tall. I mean, it is tiny. It's like a little bit bigger than a friggin' Hot Wheel or a Matchbox, and there's probably some Hot Wheels that are bigger. So I would imagine these had a high fatality rate. I don't know why. I just figure that they do. Now, it had the original box, and this is particularly rare. You hardly ever see this. And this is a Linemar toy, by the way. Now, it is missing the flap here, but it's got everything else intact. What does that say over here? Humidrite? Good Humor Corp, Mount Vernon, New York. I was going to say I grew up not too far from Mount Vernon, so that's kind of interesting. I guess they had their HQs there at some point. Then you have this Friction Good Humor. Or is it, what the hell does that say? Does that say humor? Or I don't know. I can't tell. But anyway, that's the box. Nice graphic box for a little teeny tiny piece. Yeah, this thing had to be cheap, right? When you bought something like this, what was it, like 99 cents, I bet? Now it's like a couple of grand, you know, a couple of thousand. It's the price of a freaking used crappy truck, but it is what it is. But anyway, I gotta say, honestly, as little toys go, once in a blue moon, you have small toys that are built super solid and highly detailed, and this is one of those examples. I mean, first of all, it has nice heft to it, really nice details. Look at that. And you know, look, I've said this before. I said it on the live stream when I unveiled this. And by the way, up here it says Coffee Crunch Good Humor. I guess it is humor. Yeah, over there when I was trying to say, I couldn't tell. So it has the original, you know, corporate logo, really, back then when it was just its own company. I'm sure it's owned by some huge multinational conglomerate that sells frozen dairy dessert now. It doesn't even sell real ice cream, probably a bunch of chemical, you know, and high fructose corn syrup crap, which is a shame. I used to love their strawberry shortcakes, their toasted almonds. Now you have to go to Trader Joe's and probably find the natural equivalent made by somebody in Europe. But look at the details on this. Rivets everywhere. I mean, oftentimes when you have a small toy like this, you just don't have the details. And this one has loads of little details. Even the man is highly detailed. He's got his full uniform. I mean, they got bow ties and belts and straps on him. Just, you know, his hands and face are flesh covered, or flesh toned, I should say, not covered. Well, it is covered in flesh. Then they bothered to put, like, you know, a chrome grill and bumper, license plate, and even under here, They lithographed differential rear end, exhaust, transfer case, drive shaft, bottom of the engine. I mean, just stuff you don't see. And that's probably why this is worth several $1,000s, this little teeny tiny thing. But you know what? There's little teeny tiny robots that could be worth 20 and 30 and 40,000. So size doesn't often indicate the values. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, it's friction, and as usual on this freaking table, everything is... I'll show you the friction motor here. Everything here just slides, though. This is very slick. Let me go pull back a little bit. But, you know, if I do it on my hand, see, it looks nicey nice. No sparks, no anything, but I can make them drift. Drift like he's in the Fast and the Furious. Anyway, that is your cool little tiny Good Humor ice cream truck. And you know what? I'm excited to fit this on a shelf because I'm not going to have any problem at all. My shelves are bursting at the seams, but this is one I could definitely squeeze in with a minimal effort. And sometimes that's actually very nice. So anyway, if you like Good Humor ice cream, the original kind at least, or the substitutions that now are actually natural, or you like these old tin toys, or the sound of my voice, whatever it might be, do me a favor, thumb up the video, share it, and as always, I appreciate your time. And with that, my friends, thanks again for joining me, and I will talk to you later.